Hi, my name is Brendan Howarth. This is the 15th of March 2024, which is the 15th of the 3rd, 2024, 10:34 a.m. I haven't been feeling well lately because I've had chronic fatigue and dizziness and cervical dizziness lately. Besides that, I'm trying to do this thing about technology, about why they don't have books about checklists, like a diary that has checklist, rosters, resumes, checklist. Um, um, Sorry, it's a brain fog. I can't help this. It's like these doctors are not helping me. Um, Checklist, diaries, rosters, dictionaries, directories, doesn't have it all in one book. ChatGTP4 that I'm using, Bing Chat, Google Assist, Bing Chat. I can't remember off the top of my head. I have learning difficulties. I'm a slow learner and I forget things. Plus I've got health anxiety problems that I can't tackle. And this is stopping me from doing these things. I have bad cognitive function and understanding things. So yes, I've been dealing with that and dealing with the postural orchostatic tricardia syndrome, POTS syndrome, and a Sharia malformation in my head, which is stopping me from doing certain things like this. But besides the point, I'm trying to put an idea out there for public awareness of making this idea, it's like an invention, an idea to make a diary that has everything in it. Because the libraries, the post office, the news agency and online doesn't have all these checklist charts, birthday charts, contact lists, have everything that profiles everything that you want to do and track record of how it is done. And I'm sorry guys that I have this problem. I don't want it. I have a medical condition. I can't help it. Besides my OCD and level 1, level 2, level 3 Asperger's syndrome, which I couldn't help. I've been dropped on my head when I was a kid and fell down and nearly had a concussion and had a shower fall. And now I've got a Sharia malformation cyst in my head, which is stopping me from functioning a little bit from compared to what I was in 2012 before that shower fall. I was more functional. Now I'm not, because everything's all a bit muddled up. And I'm trying my best to get back on my feet. I've been suffering from anxiety and insomnia and fatigue for the last 3 years. And I'm trying my best to get over that. I got some almost like chronic illness kind of thing without being fatal. But first off, I thought I had Parkinson's disease, but it's not addressed that I did. I had 3 MRIs in the last 20 years and 1 CAT scan. And only come up with anxiety, depression, Sharia malformation and POTS. Well, I got news for people. I've had a lot more problems since then. Shortness of breath, dizziness, cervical dizziness, shortness of breath, heart palpitations, hard to breathe, can't do anything. But I don't want this to let this get over top of my conditions and over what I need to upload and download. And getting back to the story about this book about a diary they need to make that has everything in it, from contact lists to birthdays to A to Z 0 to 9 birthday charts, rosters, resumes, checklist, profiles, portfolios, directories, inventories. Doesn't have all that. And it doesn't have all this information that we want. We have to do it ourselves because libraries don't have books to fill them in. There's no place I can go to a bookstore or JB Hi-Fi or a video how to do it. There's none of that I know that has tutorials and tours. And the way I visualize things is different from everyone else. I visualize it because I can't think about how to do this. It's a learning difficulty I had since I was a kid. And I've been on different medications which did not help me. And some facts made my medical and mental conditions worse. And me having a couple of falls in my life and hit my head didn't make it any better. And me drinking a lot of Coca-Cola, they give me tooth decay. And having a sore toe for the last 2 years that feels half numb. So no, I do have conditions, and besides the OCD, which I'm trying my best to deal with and try to make everything perfect the way I can. And I struggle every day because I can't work things out for myself. And where to put things, how to put things. There is no app that or program or website that can take a video of the whole place and then map it out and tell you where to put it. There is no app or program that can make your life easier by checklists and instructions and diagrams and things that I can do to make my life easier rather than do it myself, which is going to make it a lot harder when I don't have a tutor or an instructor that can show me how things are done correctly. There is none of that because it costs a lot of money. You have to use credit cards and you have to do all this. There is no program that yet invented, or a book or a place that I can buy it, or where I can get it, or where I can buy a green screen, or where I can go to a green room, which I go to a Fab Lab to do green rooming, but it's going to be closing down in the next 6 weeks to 8 weeks that I've heard of. And then it's hard to find a place that has green rooming, 3D scanning, 3D printing photographs. I don't know where to buy it from or where to get it from. It's hard to get places that have that kind of stuff. And there's no place that I know that can do all this sort of stuff. And it makes it harder for a place and a person to do all this sort of stuff when there's no websites to download it or upload it. There's no program you have to pay every month, like $30 a month, $40 a month on your credit card. And it makes it hard to pay for it, and learning how to do it and having the money, knowing how to do it, getting it done on time and doing it correctly and not forgetting is the hardest thing you can do. There is no timetable or checklist or whatever it is that I know of that can do that yet. Unless someone else can tell me a program or app that can do this, because I have no idea. I come to a complete stop and a rut, and I can't work myself out from there because I have no idea how to do any more. And I want someone out there that could do this, which it makes it hard. I have to become famous in order to find that answer or question. I have to find out the answer that why it's been discontinued or why this has happened. But it is hard. And same with the Windows 7. I like that, but it's been discontinued, which is sad. But yeah, obviously that's the way things work these days. Unfortunately, I'd like it if it wasn't like that, but I don't make the calls, they do. So I've got to do what I'm asked, and I've got to follow by the rules. And I've learnt that over the years, but it doesn't go the way people want. Unfortunately, you have to learn some things yourself and do it yourself, do it the hard way. Sometimes it's like that, do it yourself rather than pre-made things. That's what I mean by it.